Hey everybody, this is Bob from Music Store Live. I'm here with Sean Nuthall of Paul Reed Smith Guitars, and the two of us and Mordecai here are going to take a little trip through the factory.
When the tops come in, the first job will be to grade them. The most figured wood will be used on private stock and artist package guitars, and then 10 tops and so on and so forth. After the tops and backs have been glued together, the following day they come out and do a rough cut on the bandsaw. After the bodies come out of the clamps, they're then placed into the CNC machines. The guitar is then hand sanded, starting with 80 grit sandpaper, and eventually worked to 120 grit, 220 grit, and finally 320 grit to remove any and all cutter marks or scratches from the body. Each fret is laid in by hand, then pressed, and gone back over and glued to make sure it has a nice tight seal. As you might imagine, staining and finishing is a multi-stage process. And for example, PRS will use a yellow, wash that out, come back in with a brown, wash that out, and then top it off with a red. After that, they'll come back in with the V12 top coat. After this dries for a couple of days, they'll go back and sand it with 1000 grit sandpaper and water to bring out an excellent finish. Once the guitars are wet sanded, they're brought in for buffing to remove any fine scratches and to ensure a high gloss shine before they go to assembly. PRS winds all of its own pickups, 5708s, 5909s, DGTs, and many more. Each pickup has its own specific wire, special magnets, and a special number of winds to give it its own unique voice. Once the guitars are built, sanded, stained, and buffed, they come in here, the assembly room, where the assemblers take the guitars, put together all of the electronics, the hardware, the pickups, cut the nut, set it up, and make sure it's ready to play when it hits the dealer. The assemblers get to play every guitar they set up, which is a great added bonus for them, but really ensures that each guitar leaves the factory playing in perfect condition.